Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3. And oh, it looks like we got a locked taskbar again. Oh well, we'll play through. We'll play with it. No big deal. Alrighty, everybody. So it is almost time for Operation Citadel buff to end, and I was actually talking to some people in the comment section about it. And come on, do we freeze? What's going on? There we go. Alrighty. My manpower situation is not great, but that's because I expended so much on our offensive. Now, if I need to, I can pretty much stalemate the Germans indefinitely, if I need to. Are we not fighting here anymore? The battle must have ended, yeah. So, if things do get ugly, I could always just calm down the offensives, let everything cool off. Alright, looks like we got some problems here. How's this going? It's 58th Panzer Division here. It's not good. And we one right here. How are we doing here? You definitely don't need to actually be involved in this, so get the hell out of there. And do we have any armor here? I'm seeing a lot of Soviet... Ooh, this is an ugly battle, too. It's an ugly battle, but it's mostly infantry, and it looks like there's 2 Panzer Grenadier regiments in there. And we can reinforce it if need be. Like, we can start throwing in... You know what we should probably do here? Save some lives, retreat out of this province. And then we can flank them if need be. Alright, let's do reinforce right up here. I'm really looking forward to the Germans running through their reinforcement, or their offensive bonus. Because I've had just about enough of their bullshit. Just about enough. Alright, now... So we're sitting here now, getting attacked by the 56th Panzer Regiment here, or Panzer Division. And can we... What could we possibly do here? We could alleviate the pressure on these guys by counterattacking here, and by counterattacking here. And then we can... When are you going to be available? 35 hours. So this guy's going to break and fall probably before reinforcements can get in there. But let's do pay attention to what's going on here. Only a couple more days until the Germans... This is the one we gotta... Until they run through their offensive bonus. So it's not too much time left. Alright, what do we want to do? Let's take a look up in Finland. Just trying to go through this slowly, trying to keep things slow. Because that's what I do best, that's when I'm able to make better content as well. I'm sure you guys got frustrated with me getting frustrated. Alright, that's captured panzers, so this guy has nothing but captured panzers. Interesting. No wonder he didn't do well. Well, the Germans abandoned Murmansk there, which I find very interesting. We do have plenty of tanks moving on up here. Well, a whole new corps is what's moving on up there. And are you guys going to be able to hold out is the thing. That is the thing here. Are you going to be able to hold out? Well, you know what? The German 56th Panzer Division is taking oodles and oodles and oodles of damage. Every tick, look how much casualties they're taking. Like, that one was like 5% casualties. Just gotta keep our defensive positions. Alright, reinforcements need to go up. Supplies. Some are good here. I'm really curious as to where all those upgrades are going right now. It's like, not really going to the planes. It's not really going... Maybe... Artillery's got a little bit going. Not much, though. One down here. Just gotta hold out for a little bit longer. I keep saying this shit, but that's working under the assumption that the developers are going to end the conflict at the right time. These guys are actually got to move this way. That 56 Panzer Division is taking far too many losses for them to be able to withstand this attack. Huge numbers of losses, and also huge organizational penalties, too. So that attack is about to falter, unless they throw someone else into it. And we'll see. Oh, we won. Alright, so cancel. Cancel. Major defeat. 18,000. We lost 19,000 troops. They lost 5,500 in that. But we kept the province, which was critical. Absolutely critical to keep. And let's see if we can't help out here. Major defeat. The 3rd Guards Corps. Looks like they shattered. We lost 20,000 troops. They lost 17,000. That was... Oh, you know what's... I never even considered that. Oh, that's bad for me. I sent Guards units over here. Guards units don't usually crack and break. Guards units shatter. That's what's tricky about the Guards. Ooh, I didn't think about that. But, oh well, we have garrisons over there. We have troops over there. We can at least fight and stalemate, try to stalemate the Japanese. Oh, I expected this, yeah. They launched massive counterattacks against me. Alright, I think we'll be able to hold out here. And let's take a look at our tanks. I just want to keep an eye on this battle here. This guy should have multiple combat penalties now. Yep. As long as we can hold the line, we should be good. Who's actually involved in this attack? It's this division right here. No, that's me. It's this one, the 160th Infantry Division. Alright, which one was this? Because we lost 10,000 men, and the Germans lost 56,000. That was right here. I was hoping that was to be this one, but no, that was attacking into the swamps here. It is the 22nd. So, in theory, the Germans should run out of offensive might. Yeah, that's the one that's attacking us right now. They're not really losing too much organization, but they are taking losses again. Alright. We pretty much overrun most of the German units in this area. Ooh, keep on moving up. We've withdrawn an entire corps from the region, too. Just because it's not really necessary. Is there any way to get over here? Nope, that's the only way through right there. Alright, let's see what these guys got. Plenty of offensive strength still, so let's just cancel that. Oh no, that's Marneman right there. My bad. So Finland is basically ours. That's good. It's the 23rd. It is officially the 23rd. I don't know. I don't know if the Germans have dropped off their offensive strength. It's hard to say. 40,000 to 20,000. Which one was this? Oh, that was them attacking my Marines. But that's okay. We can counterattack in the flanks. Actually, we got 3 Guards divisions there. Let's throw everything we got into this. And let's see if we can't support the attack with this guy here. Alright, good. Oh, that's... shit, look at those. That's a tough German unit right there. That's a big attack. Alright, who do we got nearby that can help out? We got a lot of extra garrisons nearby. Let's move them up. And of course, it tells... No. I was about to say, I thought I was telling them to go through those German lines there. Let's tell them to go around. You can cause casualties. We'll be good. I'm not sure what to think now. Because the Germans should have... Oh, we won that battle. They were not interested in continuing that fight. The Germans should have lost their offensive bonus. But I really don't have any way of knowing. And I had a debuff as well. Wow, look at this division is making the Germans freaking fight for it, aren't they? That's a hero division right there, if I've ever seen one. Out there, they just broke, didn't they? Oh, about 1-to-1 casualties. And our core of reinforcements is showing up, and I think we'll be able to get this unit in to plug that gap before anything happens. Yeah. Alright, how's this looking? This is, again, open plains, which is difficult to defend. And the Germans are attacking with 4 divisions. Should be okay here. See, the Germans had a buff, and I had a debuff of something like 25% organization, didn't I? I remember it saying that, but I don't remember... It didn't give me an end date. And Citadel officially was a failure August 23rd, I believe. Huh. Refit. Refit. Alright, so those are some tanks that got pulled off the line and refit. Is that both right here? No, that's one. Who do we just... Nope, we attached him into a garrison, didn't we? Well, let's do this. Strategically redeploy him up. And strategically redeploy you out. Alright. Attach 7th Corps. Anybody? Basically... Oh, I actually did attach him to a tank army, which works out really well. And we are okay here. Maybe I should wait till the end of the month and see what happens. That's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to wait till the end of the month and see what happens. Because I honestly don't know what is supposed to happen here. It's nice that Finland's pretty much ours, though. Oh, you know what? And someone keeps reminding me in the comment section. Let's go here. Let's go to Axis. Can we add war goal? Conquer them, puppet them, what? Install communism, acquire territory. Why is there so many different regions for Bulgaria? I'm not at war with... add war goal. Liberate Europe. Division of Germany. Conquer. Acquire territory. We'll just start with big regions. And we'll go through like this. Hopefully we'll remember. I always choose just put on acquire territory. Because it makes it easy. Everything goes to you. Republic of Nanjing, we're not at war there. Romania, add war goal, acquire territory. I do. Serbia, not at war. Okay. Alright, there we go. And they are attacking us here, but we do have some good garrisons. Oh yeah, they're getting wrecked. Organization for my garrisons are pretty low. What are the odds that this guy's finally out of supplies? Lack of supplies. There we go. Alright, so he's finally starting to run out. There must have been a lot of local supplies in the areas he was going through. That's what I'm assuming. My god. Well, at least the Germans have run through a full panzer division in this attack, and they're about to run out of it, run through another one. Oh, look at this one. Germans lost 74,000 men. That's a lot of people. Huh. So, what do we do here? I anticipated events. Events are not firing. I kind of don't want to go to. I kind of don't want to go on the offensive again because it's bloody and disgusting. But why don't we try? I don't know. This might be pretty easy to break in here, even with just weak units. Garrison, Panzer Grenadiers. Alright, throw some more units into this. See if we can't overrun some of these guys and do some damage. Luftwaffe, it looks like a Luftwaffe field division, maybe? Luftwaffe divisions actually suffered very high casualties because the 88mm, the Flak 39 and Flak 41, 88mm dual-purpose guns were originally anti-aircraft weapons. So they were in charge of Luftwaffe. Luftwaffe units were in charge of them. Which meant that when they were repurposed for frontline combat, as anti-tank roles, it was Luftwaffe crews who were in charge of, fighting on the front lines instead of, way behind, shooting down aircraft. They were used as anti-tank crews. So, I may have been a little overconfident over here fighting Japan. It turns out they're much more capable than I anticipated. But at least we have garrisons over here, and we can basically cock-block them. Alrighty, let's see here. Can we attack down here? Special units versus special units and see what happens. That was a big battle right there. Alright, they're attacking me here. Looks like we're doing okay, though. Yeah, we're doing fine. At least I have units over there to halt them. My god, this is a brutal attack. Did they throw anything? Nope, it's almost over. I think we're going to suffer some pretty heavy casualties, but we're holding the goddamn line is what we're doing. It seems to me like the Germans have redeployed to the north after I overran portions of Estonia. Alright, an infantry division's never going to scratch me here. Sweden is mobilizing, but we have overrun most of the German divisions there, so there's not much stopping me from going into Sweden to have access to Germany through Denmark. Well, the garrisons are I think the garrisons are perfectly well capable of holding off the Japanese, if necessary. Which is good. Reinforcements are back down. Getting those upgrades coming. Okay, here we go. This was this battle. About 1 for 1, it looks like. 40,000 to 45,000. And those tank units are going to get sent right back to the front. Alright, here's the new ones. They're going to move over here. And you know what we could do? Let's do this. Move a couple divisions in over here. Leave one right there. And then these ones are going to move down here. Like this. I think I might just let that guy wither on the vine for a while. He has lack of supply, so he's going to start running through his organization. And I assume that the Germans have indeed lost their offensive bonus, because they're kind of cooling it in terms of offensive actions right now. There's not nearly as much going on. So, I mean, we could attempt a little bit more attack. We could try to make a move again. It looks like they've got a lot of disconnected units now. Let's see what we're working with here. Lack of supplies. Well, if I can reduce him to nothing, I would appreciate that. Maybe by completely surrounding him. I see losses. Beria is dead. Arkansas has been lost. Arizona's been lost. I don't know who this is. Controls the NKVD will be removed from Soviet Union. Soviet gains political chaos until the 2nd of October, 1943. National revolt risk up by 15? Wow. That's brutal. Alright, let's make sure that as soon as these units form, they're getting sent to the front. Good. My god. This division is the thorniest thorn in my side I've ever had. I just want it, I want it dead. So that I can continue my offensives. I can't continue my offensives unless he's dead. I think we're fine here. It's a big attack, but I think we can hold out perfectly fine. We have very high popularity. Yorktown's been lost. Pennsylvania's been lost. New ball bearing plant has come online. That's good. Let's go to production. And we're gonna go everything. Well, not everything, but let's put at least... Let's put most of it into getting our descent down. Because if I can wipe this guy out, then we can redeploy these troops elsewhere. We can move them to the front. We can get this going. How are we doing here? Holding out? Yep. I think the Germans have definitely... I feel it. I feel it in my bones. That the Germans have lost their offensive might. So why don't we try... Well, getting back across the Bug River is going to be a problem. This is definitely called the Bug River. I looked it up. That is indeed a typo. People in the comment section were correct. Alrighty, let's see what we can do here. Let's take an army, let's take a corps and launch it south at these guys right here and see what this looks like. It'll definitely relieve pressure on those units, which is good. Let's move these guys up. And where can... I really... Smolensk is key right now, I think. I feel like if we could take Smolensk, that we can make further progress. But taking Smolensk would mean some pretty horrendous casualties. But we gotta do it. Let's see. Where do we have offensive strength still? Oh, they're about to... Germans are actually about to break through right here. That's a pretty huge attack, if you ask me. Alright, so we're gonna have to keep on the defensive right now. As much as I want to go on the defensive, I think we need to stay on the defensive while we try to recoup losses and so on and so forth. Oh, god damn it. The losses here are too high. Look at that. 18,000 men dead. That's ridiculous. I don't know who that guy is. Oh, shit. That's over here. I know exactly what that is. The Japanese are proving much more difficult to attack than I initially anticipated. Much more. Oh, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Whoop. Well, at least we have units over here to block their advance, and they're not going to get any closer to taking my positions anytime soon. Why are these guys not? Okay. So fucking stop what you're doing and do what I say. Why you're not doing what I say. Oh, there you go. Oh, is that the same it's the same damn province. That's why. These guys moving. Let's see. There's one more here I can do. Maybe way up here. Alrighty. All right, we got that going. Oh, it's a pretty ugly situation. Germans are, I mean, I think they've lost their offensive bonus, but they're still pretty horny about attacking in a couple places. And if I could, let's actually grab all of these tanks and everything else we got here that's got any strength left to it and see if we can turn this flank right here. So I don't see a lot of German units there. Major defeat. 30,000 men dead. Oh, that was this attack. That petered out real fast. That petered out super quick, like. Yeah, I think the offensive actions are probably a bad idea at this point. As badly as I want to, I don't see it being feasible. The bane of my existence, right there. Alright, we're almost done there. It's September, and we still have... I'm assuming the Germans still have their bonus. Alright, good. Well, this could drop down to a more manageable number, like 100 or something. Yeah, as we stay on the defensive, we're good. It's just we're not really very good at going on the attack yet, even against these Romanian divisions. It looks like we're overrunning them though. All right, so we're gonna help out there by going on the offensive. This area we brought a bunch of troops into. We're okay here. Gotta surround Smolensk. I'd love to take this province in this one. That would also give me access to VCS, whatever it's called. Alright, well, this is bad. Oh, my dog's whining at me. These are pretty bad garrisons, too. They're not the good garrisons like these guys. Alright. But at least the garrisons are still of decent use. Uprising? Really? Oh, you know what? I forgot about that. We have that, like, plus 15 or something like that. Yeah, it's kind of ugly everywhere right now. How's this going? Well, combat width is actually pretty low, probably because it's so many tanks in there. So most of those units that are involved, quote-unquote, with the attack are not actually doing much. But when we break through these Romanian divisions and turn the flank, guards rifle shattered. Is that right here? No, it's not right there. Alright, now they're attacking me here to slow these units down from reinforcement. It's not that big. If they do break through right there, which I think they're about to, it's not that big of a deal. We can always counterattack from multiple flanks. Here we won 4,500 deaths to 70,000. They're not getting through here either. I think that's going to be a slaughter, if you ask me. Oh, that's ugly, though. What do we got left here? Man, the Germans have much more offensive might left than I expected. I guess I'm just not in a place to fully understand what goes on with the prioritize reinforcement, and it's all in consumer goods. The events, the events are weird to deal with, considering I don't know what's happening on either side, really, in terms of events. I wish I did. So they're gonna break through right here. Move some more units in there. This guy, let's take a test here. Looks like his organization's real low, so we can wait for him to deorganize. Let's scoot up to Finland. Make sure we're continuing our progress over here. Looks like another German tank division has moved in. That's the best way to get there, I guess. We're gonna go around this infantry division. Oh boy, we're going slow. Major defeat, 30,000 to 60,000 right here. So at least we caused 60,000 casualties before we faltered. And we might be able to get units in there still. Oh no, they immediately got those guys in there. I guess that's something I don't necessarily understand as well. Sometimes units move in there immediately, and sometimes they don't. They're under attack by a panzer division, but it looks like the Germans aren't terribly interested in holding that province. I am very interested in this province right here. These freaking Romanians, how are they so strong? Bad terrain. How are we doing here? Good. How are we doing here? Good. Checking the line, checking the line, checking the line. How are we doing? Bad? Elite Großdeutschland division. Are there any events that give me offensive bonuses? There was in 1941. I think it was 1941. Cancel this. Alright, so you guys focus on the defense here. We'll be fine. Huh. Am I not getting that from... Yeah, I'm out of ships, so I'm not getting that from the United States anymore, which is a bummer. I mean, winter's gonna start setting in again, and then everything's just going to calm down. I mean, the Germans aren't really capable of doing anything with those divisions they have right there. Autumn Mud. Yep, Autumn Mud's coming in. How is this not moving at all? There we go. Went down a little bit. Alrighty, let's see here. Let's just take another quick tour of the lines. About to lose right here, but as soon as we do, we'll counterattack. The line down here is completely quiet. And I guess we're done for the day. I'm just a little perplexed. I mean, the Citadel bonus should have fallen off, and I honestly anticipated getting an offensive bonus, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It definitely doesn't look like that's going to happen. I really didn't... I figured what was going to happen is I would get a buff post-Citadel. Which one was this? Oh, right here. That was the Großdeutschland division attacking us. Now what we do is we flank them with this giant freaking army we have stacked up here. Make sure that's going good. They did take heavy casualties doing that. That's the thing. I actually left a province open too, but they're moving in Panzer Grenadiers. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get in there before, you know, some quick-moving elite Panzer Grenadier units get in there before me, and I'm stuck attacking across a river that I don't want to attack across. All right, guys. Well, I guess we're just going to camp down again. Maybe I'll get an offensive bonus in 1944. Do you think? Are there events to give me bonus? I expected there to be, but it doesn't look like there is. Not yet, at least. Oh, well, folks, if you have enjoyed this episode, just drop me a like, leave those comments right down below, and if you're interested in more Benjamin Magnus Plays Hearts of Iron 3, just subscribe to this channel, and I will see you